If neo-Nazis called for the destruction of the Jewish state on the campus at Harvard, Cambridge, Massachusetts, then those people would have been arrested. Not expelled, arrested. Okay? So now we have the progressive left calling for Hamas to be let alone, and Hamas wants to exterminate Jews. What is the difference? The difference is ideology, which Ms. Gay embraces with gusto.
Yeah. Look, she advocates a pretty racist ideology as well. Everything is defined by race. The oppressed, the oppressors, on and on and on. Let's look forward, though, and you've been able to see the arc of the culture war for so long. Is this the reckoning, if you will, of DEI in the same way, say, BLM was the reckoning of race? Is this now going to be the reckoning of DEI? Who replaces Claudine Gay? Is it just another search for a black woman who writes about race?
I don't know that. I mean, the board of trustees at all of these universities are left-leaning primarily. There's very few conservative or traditional people that work at any of the major universities, and certainly not on the board of trustees. Ms. Gay is a committed progressive person. That's what Harvard wants, or wanted, but your question is a good one. This is a turning point for the progressive movement. They're on the wrong side. They're on the side of the killers. That's whose side they're on. And people clearly see that. It was like BLM management in LA taking the $90 million in donations and buying lavish homes for themselves. What else do you need? Do you need anything else? Yeah. So it is a turning point. The progressives are falling apart. Their hand-picked president, Joe Biden, is absolutely self-destructing. The fact that he will not even negotiate about the border when Ukraine and Israel aid hangs in the balance shows you how incompetent Joe Biden is. He simply doesn't care. He's going to keep that border open no matter what.
Yeah,
and
we talked about
it. Is literally
we talked about
shocking. I saw it.
Yeah, I know. Well, what was funny to me is I asked Bill Cassidy, who I think is a pretty, as politicians go, a pretty honorable guy. I said, all right, when you get Chris Murphy and other Democrats back, in a corner and say, hey, like, what's really going on here? They won't even talk about it. They won't even negotiate.
No.
The
they
issue.
They pull a Gavin Newsom.
Yeah.
They pull a Gavin Newsom like, we don't want to talk. Wait, let me just make one point.
Go ahead.
Right? Tonight, Biden's, making money in Philly tonight. That's what it is, a Hanukkah thing tonight. He could sit at his little desk in the Oval Office and write an executive order that says very simply, again, I'm a simple man, the United States will not take any more applications for asylum for 12 months because we are so backlogged and overwhelmed. We will not take any more applications for asylum for a year. That would put it to rest. Boom. Stops. Is that hard? No.
No,
it's not.
The deal is very simple to make. I want to get back, though, to the DEI thing, because we were going down the road of, is this the end of DEI? You say they're on the side of the killers. Fareed Zakaria has been getting a lot of praise for what he said on Sunday about what universities should do. I thought you might have some thoughts on it. Take a listen.
America's top colleges are no longer seen as bastions of excellence, but partisan outfits, which means they will keep getting buffeted by these political storms as they emerge. They should abandon this long misadventure into politics, retrain their gaze on their core strengths, and rebuild their reputations as centers of research and learning.
Am I being too cynical to think that when there was BLM and even many years before that, it was universities that were going to be the center of progressivism, and now suddenly when there's a cause where the progressives are on the side of the killers, as you said, now universities should all take a step back?
Well, he's late to the table, but his analysis is correct. This began during the Vietnam War, this whole thing, in the late 60s, early 70s. I was at Boston U getting a master's in broadcast journalism at the time. And it has progressed to 2023, now to the tune where 97% of Harvard professors are liberal, self-proclaimed, 97%. You cannot run an educational institution in that way. Look, I went to Marist College, Leland, to get a history degree. I'm overeducated. I got 2 masters and 1 BA. Marist College, back when I was there during the Vietnam War, was a working class bastion. It gave kids like me from a working class home in Levittown an opportunity. It was a fabulous school. And even during the Vietnam turmoil, it maintained, all right, at least some decorum of fairness. Marist College is a lunatic asylum now. That's how much it's changed. Not just Harvard. It's not just Columbia, Cornell, MIT. Right. It's everywhere.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.